Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing Friday favorites for Friday, November 27th. We're at the end of, did I say February or November? It's November. We're at the end of November and we're heading into the holiday season. So it's kind of setting in, I guess, a bit. I'm not really ready for holiday season just yet, so I am, I'm doing my Christmas shopping a little here and there, but it's not like, putting up the tree and all that kind of stuff. I'm still not at that stage where I want to put up the Christmas tree yet. I think maybe as it gets closer to the holidays, I will become more in the Christmas spirit. I don't know why, but this year it's just taking a little bit longer for me, and I'm kind of wondering if it's because I've been through some personal struggles this year that is kind of not pulling me back, but those struggles I've been dealing with over the last, I would say, 7 to 8 months have made an impression on me. So my holiday spirit is just not there yet. But with that said, this is a holiday look that I created with one of my favorite products in my favorites today. I'm starting to get into the holiday look trend this time of year. I may not be in the full holiday spirit yet, but I'm into the holiday trend, holiday look trends for this year. So, you'll see me wear more bolder and more glitter, just more holiday event type makeup. Hopefully to inspire you guys at home to be able to recreate the same look. So with that said, I'm just going to dive into my favorites for this week and go from. So I'm going to start off with my teeth. I don't really talk about this very much, maybe in my empties videos, but I've been really suffering from sensitive teeth lately. Usually I use this toothpaste every single time I need to buy one, but for the last couple times that I've bought a toothpaste, it wasn't this brand, and I had to switch over after so long of not using it because my teeth just started to become, more and more sensitive. Can I talk today? It's the Sensodyne brand. This has been probably my #1 toothpaste of all time. It's really great for sensitive teeth, and I mean really great. I have my front tooth here. It was starting to become so sensitive that just my lip on top of my tooth was creating I was feeling pain because the scent, my tooth enamel was pretty much gone. So just the pressure of my upper lip on my tooth was just chaos. So I ran to the drugstore, I picked this up, I took a little bit of the toothpaste and rubbed it on my actual tooth, and within seconds that pain went away. I cannot tell you how amazing Sensodyne is for sensitive teeth. If you guys are struggling with sensitive teeth, definitely pick up a Sensodyne toothpaste. It could be any toothpaste in their line, because all their toothpaste in their Sensodyne and Pro Enamel line do the same thing. Right now I have just the regular version of the Sensodyne, and it's fresh mint flavored, and it's recommended by dentists. It's the #1 recommendation by dentists for sensitivity. So I definitely stand behind this product 100%. No, I'm not sponsored. I'm truly a huge fan and a loyal customer to Sensodyne because it does work, and I find that it just helps in my sensitivity, throughout the entire year. Well, I notice when I stop using it, just to kind of change up my toothpaste a bit, if I stop using it for too long, my sensitivity will come back, and I have to jump on the Sensodyne wagon again right away in order for it to start to go away. So this has been a godsend in my hygiene routine. So with that out of the way, because it's not really a beauty product, but it's a hygienic product, I'm going to dive into the beauty products now. So I think it was last week or the week before, I told you guys that I was struggling with the Mineralize and Moisture Foundation by MAC. So I was mixing it with other cream products, and I just couldn't get it to the right consistency that I wanted it to be. So I was giving up, I was like, oh, I can't get it. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to use this up, because technically, I didn't want the product to go to waste just because it was a little too pinky for my skin tone. I'm actually wearing this today, which I'm sure you cannot tell that it's a little bit on the pinkier side. What I found successful with this product is that when I applied it with and here's my other favorite, Real Techniques face brush. Yes, Real Techniques face brush. It does apply very smoothly and very nicely on the skin. And then to top it off, what I used was my MAC Studio Fix powder to kind of tone down the moisture just a bit because my skin is not that dry. And I find that this is a very powerful moisturizing foundation. If you guys are like super, super, super dry skin, this foundation will work wonders for you. My skin is not that dry because I do a lot to keep it hydrated, so it's not like super, super dry, and I find that this can be a little bit too moisturizing for my skin, so I do have to tone it down with my Studio Fix powder. But I'm actually wearing some powder today. It's not that noticeable, so I can still pull it off without it looking cakey. So if you guys are super, super dry, this is a great moisturizing foundation for you. If you're like, mediocre dry, kind of dry, not too much, if you do use this, I suggest just setting it with a very light dust of foundation powder, just so that it doesn't slip and slide everywhere, because I do find that because this is so moisturizing, it does slip and slide on your skin if you are regularly hydrated. So it's still a great product. You just have to teach yourself how to use this type of foundation, and I found that I was struggling with the foundation myself for quite a while until I figured out how I was content using this. Would I repurchase this again? If I do, it'll be in the color that I'm actually, like, my own color, because right now this is NW30 and it's too pink for me. But if I do end up repurchasing this in the long run, it'll probably be next winter, and I will probably match it with a powder, just because it kind of gives me an even satin finish using the two together. It's a great product. It was a love-hate relationship in the beginning. You guys know it wasn't my favorite foundation a couple weeks back because I was still trying to figure how to use it. Finally, I've come to a content on how to use this, and I am pretty satisfied, and it does do the job for the winter time. So like I said, if you guys are looking for a moisturizing foundation, this is a huge, huge moisturizing foundation. And I'm not talking like luminous. I'm talking like we're going beyond luminous now. We are going beyond that point. So just so you guys know, this has been a favorite this week, along with my face brush to apply it. I'm really liking the combination of the two when I apply it with the brush. I find that it really gives me that I want to call it an airbrush finish, and I don't know why exactly that this brush gives me that with this type of textured foundation, but it does, and it's amazing. And Real Techniques brushes are very affordable. My next favorite product is a new product I purchased last week, and I've been using it all week long. It is another brush, and it's by MAC. It is the 135 brush. It's a huge, it's a large powder brush, they call it, and as you can tell, it's pretty large, considering I've seen smaller. I like to use this to bronze up my face, and I use it to do a light contour where the hollows of my cheeks are, bronze up the forehead and along my jawline, and bring the bronzer downwards. I really do love this brush. I saw Jaclyn Hill use this a while back. She was all, this is gold to me type of thing, and I was like, why is she so up on this brush? So, it's an expensive brush, I'm not gonna lie, it's about $50. I saved my pennies for this baby because I really wanted the brush, and I take care of my brushes, so I know that the brush would last me a long time. But I was really impressed with this on how it applies powder and bronzer and all that kind of great stuff. So I think it's worth the investment. I think if you put the investment in your brushes and you take care of them, they will definitely be worth the money you spent on them. That's just my personal opinion. However, inexpensive brushes such as Real Techniques are just as good, and they do the job. I think Real Techniques brushes are pretty much comparable to MAC brushes in the quality type, if not better. The only thing with Real Techniques brushes is they don't have the wide range of different brush types as MAC does. So the Real Techniques brushes have a smaller range, whereas the MAC ones, you have a kind of a more larger range to choose from. So Real Techniques is great and affordable, and they're very high quality. MAC is great, and they are expensive, but they are worth it, especially if you are a makeup artist or you enjoy makeup and you just, you want that luxury of putting on makeup with a professional brush The MAC ones are great, and I love the 135. Jaclyn Hill really hit it on the knob with that one. And you know what? I was actually impressed because usually when other YouTubers will, you know, recommend a brush, I kind of get finicky about it because, you know, you never know if they truly like it or not. So I was actually impressed with the 135, and I'm really glad that I got it. With that said, I am moving into eyes. Now, what are on my eyes today is a palette that I've been using all week long. I'm sure I've shown you guys in last week's because I've been using this now for I think about 2 weeks. It's my Anastasia Self-Made palette, and you know, I think I've shown you this in favorites already, but this is what the colors look like. Here you go. And I just absolutely love these shades. I don't know what it is. I just find that this is a perfect holiday palette. You know, a lot of people like palettes that are all matte and, you know, not very much glitter. And you know what? I totally agree. Most of the palettes that I enjoy are all matte shades. But because the holidays are here, and I find that, you know, you're going to be going to a lot more parties, you know, a lot more holiday events, a lot more family get-togethers. This is a perfect palette for this time of year. This is like I would say this is the holiday palette of 2015. Anastasia and her daughter did a great job on this palette. I'm wearing the shadows from this palette today. I have been wearing shadows from this palette for the last 2 weeks. It has been a favorite of mine for the last 2 weeks. I just find that you can get a Christmas look out of this, all the way to a New Year's look out of this, and every look in between. If you want to tone it up, if you want to bring it down a little bit, I just find that this palette, you can do all that with these colors. It is about, I think it ranges about $40 at Sephora, so if you can get your hands on it, I can definitely tell you, you get your hands on it now before they all sell out. I do believe this is a limited edition palette because it is a holiday palette. Anastasia came out with this for the holidays, so definitely try and get your hands on it if you're interested. This has been a favorite of mine, excuse me, and you know what? I'm really glad that I ended up, you know, getting this in the mail because I was just thrilled to get this, and I'm really excited for that. So that has also been a continued favorite of mine, of which I'm wearing a eyeshadow look from this palette as well. The other favorite I have is 2 lip products, and you know, I haven't really been rocking dark lips lately. I'm wearing dark lips right now, and usually I wear dark lips if I go out at nighttime or if I'm going to an event or anything like that. I just haven't been wearing a lot of dark lips. I've been kind of rocking more the nude colors. But what I've been loving with the nude colors is my lip liner by Milani. This is the color, what is this called? Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade Nude. As you can tell, it's pretty tiny because I've been using it non-stop. All it is just a gorgeous nude lip liner that will go with any nude to brown nude to pink nude tone lipsticks all around. So it's kind of like a universal color when it comes to nudes and with dark lips. I'm wearing this lip liner underneath this dark lip right now. So you can really use this nude for nude lips, or you can even use it for dark lips. So it kind of goes both ways. If you don't want to spend money on a dark lip liner, you can use a nude one. And I love this one because the Color Statement liners from Milani, they are everlasting on your lips. They will make your lipstick last so long. It's unbelievable. So, you know, for drugstore price, you can definitely get use out of this. I have a backup of this already because look at the size of this thing. Like, it's tiny now. That's how much I love it. Because I've been going into work with nude lips more so, I've been trying to finish my Buxom gloss. This is just their lip gloss in Melanie. It's the tinted one. So it's not the cream version. This is just like a strict gloss. I have been using this on the daily for work, going to work. It's got a little tint of pink in it, which is kind of nice because my lips have a little bit of a tint to it naturally. So this kind of just enhances that tint. So I've been using that on the daily. It does have a little bit of a minty, I want to say it's got a little bit of a minty tingle, but it's not very harsh. And I love the Buxom glosses because I find after the gloss wears off a bit, my lips are so smooth underneath. It's like they have this natural feature to the lip gloss where it will just smooth out your lips. You don't get cracked lips. Your lips are not like peeling or anything like that. Your lips legitimately feel really smooth. So I have to say, I am really, really, really impressed with this gloss. I think I'm about halfway through. I think I'm about up to here with the gloss. So I'm almost done. I've been trying to use it every time I'm on the go, just to kind of throw something on my lips to kind of keep my look together. But this is what I have been using for I think about 2 weeks now, and I'm really impressed with how it makes my lips feel as the gloss wears off. So it's definitely a thumbs up in my book. I actually been using it longer than 2 weeks, but I've been using it 2 weeks like non-stop these last 2 weeks. My last product, guys, this is a hair product. I don't really show you much hair products because I'm usually using the same thing over. It takes me a long time to get through a hair product, let's face it. My hair is not super long. It's right now at its medium stage, so it takes me a while to get through shampoo, conditioner, hair products, all that jazz. But now with you know, the cold winter coming, and you know, it's been really like dry and brittle. I've been changing up the oil that I use in my hair before I flat iron it. I used to use a dry oil in my hair in the summertime, and I've put that dry oil to the side when the summer comes back. But now I have cracked open my Moroccan oil, which I'm sure you guys are fully aware of Moroccan oil. This is an oil treatment for all hair types. It's alcohol free. It smells amazing. Smells amazing. This bottle was expensive. I think it was like between $60 to $70 if I'm not mistaken. But I also purchased this 2 years ago, and it's been lasting quite nicely. So this is what it says. Moroccan oil has a unique quality of instant absorption into hair, creating an instant shine and long-term conditioning without leaving residue. For healthy, smooth, and striking shiny hair, apply a small amount throughout damp hair, style as usual. So you can use this in damp hair. What I like to do is I like to use it in dry hair. I take a very, very tiny dime, maybe less than a dime size amount in my hair, and like it's after I blow dry, but before I flat iron, I just massage the oil into the ends of my hair just to kind of seal the ends, keep them from getting fried, you know, just that kind of stuff. And then I just let it sink in for about a minute or two, and then I go in with my flat iron, and my hair feels like it's so soft. So that has been incorporated into my winter hair care routine. Probably until springtime comes around, that will be kept in my routine, only because the Moroccan oil is a bit of a heavier oil, so it will weigh your hair a tad bit down, but in the winter time I don't mind that if it's going to mean that it's definitely going to protect your hair shaft from the dry, cold, bitter weather and all that kind of stuff. So that was it, guys. That was my Friday favorites. I don't have a fail this week. Yay! Because last week I showed you a fail. If you have any questions about the products I've shown you, please comment down below. I would be so happy to talk to you and give you some feedback. And thank you all so much for watching, and have a great weekend. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.